It's Zombie Princess time. Today we're going to tell you our top 5 favorite princesses, and not in the helpless, need to be saved by a prince in shining armor kind of princesses.
No, PSA Games does not roll that way.
Because these are some tricksy, badass princesses, many returning from Rebel Princess, the trick-avoidance game. But in this follow-up, the trick-taking game Zombie Princess, they're not just fighting the patriarchy, they're taking on a kingdom overrun by zombies. Zombie villagers, zombie knights, zombie pets, and yes, of course, some zombie princes also.
I'm going to go first with my favorite zombie princess. At the start of each game, each player is dealt 2 princesses and you must pick one to play. They give you asymmetrical powers that's going to last you throughout the whole game, and the one I'll always go with if offered is Dorothy.
Is Dorothy really a princess, though?
You know, yeah.
Princess of our heart, sure.
Yeah. At the start of each round, after you see your hand, you have to bid for how many tricks you think you can win. You get points equal to your bid if you win a number of tricks equal to or greater than that bid. If you go over, you'll incur a small penalty. Now, Dorothy's power is drop a house on it.
That's what I like to do for everything.
Once per round, it lets you place a 1 trick underneath her tile to not count it toward your bid. This way, if you're trending to go over your bid, you can zero out one of the tricks to avoid or lessen that penalty. As a bonus, you get extra zombie heads when you do drop that house. So more on that with our next princess pick.
So what are those zombie heads? Are the princesses just collecting morbid trophies because it's fun? Probably. But they're also worth a half point each at the end of the game. More importantly, if you don't end up winning as many tricks as you plan, you can pay zombie heads to make up that difference and get those points. So that's why my first princess pick is the Swan Maiden, whose power is 2 birds, 1 skull. She has an always active power that gets you 1 skull for every 2 tricks won, so you can stock up on them, making it easier to meet your bids and get those tasty points.
My favorite way to play Zombie Princess is with teams, with 2 or 3 teams of 2. You still bid individually, but at the end of the round, you count your wand tricks and bids together as a team.
If you're familiar with the classic card game Spades, then you know how this works.
Sleeping Beauty is one of the princesses that can only be used in team play. Once per round before a trick, you can activate her Spindle of Fight power to give your partner 1 to 3 cards, and they will do the same back to you. Now, this is extremely beneficial because now you'll know some of the cards in your teammate's hand. Not only that, you might have an opportunity to get rid of some suits in your hand to give you more flexibility on when you have to follow suit or not. You might even want to give your partner some of your best cards because then you can count on them winning particular rounds.
Also, at the beginning of each game, you're going to set out 4 round cards and reel them one by one at the start of each round. This is going to alter the rules for that round, adding to the variety. For example, you could have Conspiratorial Corpse Crusade, okay, which is before the first trick, secretly show all of one suit to your partner or the player to your right, depending on what mode you're playing. Or maybe you have Triple Tap, and in Triple Tap, you're going to gain 3 zombie heads for each captured 3 card that was won in a trick. So these round cards also show you how many cards you have to pass to a player in a certain direction or to your teammate, similar to the Sleeping Beauty power, but for everybody. So that's why my next pick is Alice. Again, is she a princess? She can only be used in team play again, but when you activate her Team Time power, you're going to ask your partner to play for you on your turn. So you can imagine with all the card trading and extra info about who's holding what cards, you might be able to set up an amazing turn by hoping your partner is perfectly reading your mind while playing for you so they can win or lose this particular trick. Maybe you set them up to capture their own 3 because of the triple tap round, etc. Possibilities are endless.
Now, that all should give you a good idea of how Zombie Princess plays, but this game is cool for more than its mechanics. Like its predecessor, Rebel Princess, Zombie Princess has a great theme with adorable and whimsical artwork.
So cute.
Yeah, and this time they really up the punniness. Like Rapunzel's power is called A Brush with Death, where Goldilocks' power is the bid is just right.
But my favorite princess in the game is purely because of the name of her power. So Cinderella's power is Smashing Pumpkins and lets her avoid playing Trump Prince cards if one was led, saving them for later, which is huge. But come on, Smashing Pumpkins is so clever. Billy Corgan would agree. Now, everything we covered in this video is based on a pre-release prototype, so the game content is subject to change. But if this sounds fun to you, make sure to check out the Kickstarter for Zombie Princess, which is live now, and maybe you'll live happily ever after.
Oh my God.